This is my guy on the Monkey Files, episode 8. Yep. It's been a while since I've done the Monkey Files, but I brought it back because I recently watched something again that just, uh, I mean, sometimes when you're doing something that you're working on, you don't think about something until later. And so, as you all know, I've been busy doing the streams for the Wednesday for the Adams Family Values uh, streams. But but one of the things I watched recently was a very close and personal favorite of mine. It's a film that years ago I watched when it first came out on DVD, and I loved it. I really did. My parents got it when it first came out, and it was, I'd say, one of the first 10 films they got. No, 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 no. Well, maybe one of the first 8 films that my parents got before. And well, the yeah, it's a film that I love so much. It holds a lot of sentimental value to me. It's just, it's really great. And that is, and I hope I don't piss somebody off that I'm doing a video on this, but it's Thomas the Tank Engine starring Alec Baldwin. It's a close personal favorite of mine, and I love it even more now than I did then. Because, well, when I was a kid, I loved it because it had the girl from Matilda in it. Really good. And I had grew up watching the TV show. I never missed an episode. I mean, just amazing. The TV show, episode after episode after episode. And I started watching the show when it was doing like reruns. And so I got to watch every single episode. Every single episode. Then, when the movie came out, my parents bought it. And I loved it so much that it just was amazing. It was amazing. And for those wondering, yes, they bought it and I watched it at their house. But the it was just why I love it now is because I love it even more now. It's all when we all want, we all need, because he's just so cranky now. You know? He's like rah 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 rah. But this was before he was third, third Rock or whatever that show he did with NFA. This was back when he was high. I mean, and I'm pretty sure this was even after he was such a jerk. And another one of my favorites, Mercury Rising. But he did this after that, and I really thought this film is my favorite Alec Baldwin film. I may do a stream on that maybe later, but yeah. Well, it just, I'd say yes. Adam's Family Values is my favorite for a different reason, but this is my favorite train film. Aside from the Silver Streak, that's really good too. But yeah, but I love everything about this film except the kid that kind of has a crush on her. There's just not a lot there. You don't get a lot of backstory. He's just there at key moments to ask the father questions. You don't find out anything about his backstory except maybe a few words, like he's from something or somewhere. But that's it. On her grandfather, you get an explanation, you get a backstory. On her, you get a little bit. It makes up because from the first moment you see her, she's getting off at the train station that is in the TV show. The TV show. And I find that amazing. I mean, you see that it's busy. You see that the main lady from the TV show is only out there when it's not very busy. Like you see that that's mainly when the show took place, when it wasn't busy. But I love the show amazingly. I would buy the show. If they ever released the entire series on box set, I would. No matter the cost, I would buy the entire series of that show. And yeah, and it was great that Indian was there in the movie also. Would love to see more in it. I really would have loved to see those two in it. The older lady and the Indian. It would have made the movie better, but I think they were just trying to focus on a younger audience. But I guess maybe that's the difference, that when we get older, we think, I don't know. But yeah, that's my favorite train movie, and that's the movie that, yeah, so I watched this like a couple years after watching Matilda, and I mainly just got it because of that, like because it was Matilda and because it was Thomas the Tank Engine show, you know? I had watched the reruns for years, and I had loved the movie Matilda. Really great. Really, really great. And I even loved the guy that was the right hand man to the Joker, and I loved the the oh, trying to think the stuff the um Pee Wee Herman. He was in that movie too, and I thought it was really great too. And the lady from Cheers, I believe the lady from Cheers that played the tough, wisecracking barmaid, I believe she played. But yeah, so Matilda, really great. But yeah, so but yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine, the movie with Matilda, or whatever the actress was called, her and the other guy in it. I believe the one who plays her grandfather later was in The Tall Man, starring Jessica Biel. I thought he was good, but he was clueless in it. Yeah. But yeah. So as you can see, I really know my stuff when it comes to that film, Thomas the Tank Engine movie, and I really liked it a lot when I first saw it. I didn't like it as much as the TV show. Then again, because I could see it over and over again. Well, I watched it occasionally. Still over. I don't know. I can't remember because a lot of my childhood's kind of jumbled up and forgotten. But I do remember watching the show, and I do remember watching the movie when my parents got it. And when I rewatched it recently, it just reminded me that that's the Alec Baldwin we all would accept. We all want. We want a nice Alec Baldwin. We want him back. We want a nice card playing, card trick kind conductor. We want an Alec Baldwin that's nice, you know? Yeah. So I found it very hard to understand that top hat guy, but I loved his painting. But I really feel his painting inspired the Batman Arkham City Joker. No, no, it was Two Face. Two Face. His poster. But when he was trying to get people to get on his side, but I do say that the Batman Arkham Batman Arkham City poster that was Two Face, even though it was inspired, in my opinion, by the Mr. Top Hat poster in the Thomas the Tank Engine movie, I really believe that that pose was inspired by the Uncle Sam posters. Yeah. So yeah, really good movie. Soundtrack, not as good as the original soundtrack from the TV show of the Thomas the Tank Engine. That show that show had the best soundtrack. I love it better than the soundtrack in this one. And yeah. Well, that is my uh that's episode 8 of the Monkey Files. Yep. And if you're interested, I have done 7 other episodes. Just letting you know. But if you don't, if you just want to watch this one, that's fine. But yeah, and in case you try typing in the Monkey Files, there's one episode of mine that I accidentally put all capital B. So if you want to find my Star Wars episode, you'll have to type in capital THE, and then yeah, but or you could just go through all my lives and find it. But it's okay. Up to you. That's my episode 8, and yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're here. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Oh nope, my co-host was here, but then he left. It's okay. Eh,